What is up, Raider Nation? It's your boy MC Raider, and you are tuning in to a new episode of the MC Raider Show. And right before we get started, big shout out to Woodson Bourbon Whiskey. This podcast is brought to you by Woodson Whiskey and also OJ's Fitness Personal Training on Instagram. Guys, this guy gives you daily motivation, daily workouts. Go check him out on Instagram. And talk about weight loss, guys. I'm on a little weight loss journey, and I want to give a shout out to Sario's Fresh Top here in the city of Pico Rivera. Go check them out, guys. They got all the fresh juices. They got amazing salads and every healthy food that you can think of. They'll hook you up right there. And just big shout out to them that they're supporting this channel. And here we go, guys. So let's talk some football. And as we're getting close to uh, training camp, there's a lot of things that we are expecting. And I was thinking about this in the last couple of days, like all we have in our minds is Jimmy Garoppolo, if he's going to be ready. Obviously, he has to the beginning of preseason, see if he's going to be ready to go. And then the drama with Josh Jacobs, like if he's going to stay or is he not going to stay or what's going to happen with him. And then also, Josh McDaniels. And you just hear nothing about rumors across the social media that Monte Adams is not happy. And the same it's the same shit over and over and over again, right? And I've been hearing my boys, my buddies on YouTube, podcasters, everything. It just seems like that's all we talk about because it's the off season as we're getting ready for training camp. But there's something always lingering around with the Raiders, right? Like little bullshit, like Josh Jacobs situation. Like, okay, he wants to get paid. Does he deserve to get paid? Yes, he deserves to get paid. He's obviously the best running back in the league, in my opinion. He proved that shit last year. And but for a couple million, 2-3 million more that he's asking for, and then we have all this fucking drama. Everyone's talking about it. Like, is he gonna stay or is he gonna stay? Like, they see you on the street, like, what do you think about Jimmy Garoppolo? Is Josh Jacobs going to stay with the Raiders? Like, that's all the fucking shit people talk about. And me and my personal opinion, like, I'm really like tired of all that shit already. And because like the main thing that us Raider fans should be worried about is our defense, right? Nobody talks about our defense. We just like talk very little about it. Like, oh yeah, let's see how the defense. No, that should be the number one thing Raider fans should be worrying about and talking about our Raider defense, right? Who gives a shit right now about our offense? Our offense is gonna put up points. We have good wide receivers. We have a fucking offensive coach that will find a way to put points in the board, right? But at the end of the day, like our defense, it's the number one thing we should be worrying about. Like there's no way like we should just skip that. It seems like the only thing that us Raider fans worry about is Jimmy Garoppolo's health, right? Like we talk about Jimmy Garoppolo so much all the offseason, especially me clowning him, not clowning him, talking like trying to fit into this whole thing, like, oh, he's our quarterback now. But um there's always something that it just we stay in that zone as us Raider fans. We talk about Jimmy Garoppolo so much. We're talking about Josh Jacobs so much. And when are we going to really focus on our defense? Like Raiders have not have a fucking defense in years, man. 2016, I think, was the last time we had an okay defense, but it was still shit. Like our defense needs to be better, and it needs to be better now. Like this will be our second year with this defensive coordinator, and if that shit doesn't work out, bro, he needs to be gone. Like at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters, and it should matters to us Raider fans. Like who gives a shit about our offense right now? Like we worry about Josh Jacobs so much. Like, bro, are you gonna stay or not stay? Like, if not, whatever. But our offense is good. You cannot tell me our offense is not good. Our offense is gonna put up points. But our defense is the number one thing we need, bro. Like our defense should be our number one thing that we should worry about in training camp. Like it should be, uh, like how is Chandler Jones going to be? Is he going to be? Because Chandler Jones wasn't that good last year, man. To tell you the truth, yes, he pressured the quarterbacks here and there, but it wasn't that like, oh yeah, he was like that that defensive end from Arizona when he played with them before. No, it wasn't like that. We already know Max Crosby. He brings it to the house every day. But is Tyree Wilson going to work? Is he going to show that he's going to coexist with Max Crosby and Chandler Jones? Like that's the thing we should focus on. You know, There was one guy that left a comment, like he says, "You think that Tyree Wilson is gonna take Chandler Jones' position?" Like, no, I don't think so. Like, I really think that there's gonna be a way. We have this three-headed monster on that D line, and that's what I'm focusing on right now in this training camp. Our cornerbacks, our safeties. Nate Hobbs is gonna be there. He's a monster, but is that guy from the Eagles, Epps? Is he gonna fucking do good, or he just came over here to collect paycheck? Like, I want to see all that stuff. Like, if these guys are putting in work, obviously I'm speaking from out looking in. I'm not there during their practices or in the gym. See how these guys are just like, are they just collecting checks, or they're really gonna come out here and ball out? Like, that's the thing we should be focusing on. You feel me? Like it seems like every show that I've seen, every even these punks on ESPN, they talk about Devontae Adams, they talk about Jimmy Garoppolo, they keep talking about Josh Jacobs all the time. It seems like we don't get over the fact that that's the only thing people focus on. Jimmy Garoppolo and Josh Jacobs drama right now. Bro, we need to focus on our defense. Raiders need to be good on defense. I'm tired of this losing shit all the time because of our defense. We find ways to blame our offense. We find ways to blame Carr all those years. We find ways to blame, the coaches. At the end of the day, it's our defense that have been shit for so many years, and I am sick and tired of it. Like, our defense needs to be couple notches better than last year and the year before. If not, bro, it's gonna be the same shit. There's no way we're gonna be winning in halftime, being up 20, being up 17 points. Then we go to the locker room and it seems like all these fucking players come back out drunk and high and shit, and they just don't give a shit in the second half, and the Raiders end up losing or losing leads in the fourth quarter. I mean, that's what happens, right? Like, at the end of the day, Raiders, they always have the lead, so, and then and the second half we lose the lead. Like, what happens there? Like, the defense give up or the offense gives up. Like, those are little things that I worry about, man. Like, I don't want to go through another season where my team is winning by double digits and going into halftime, and then we come back out, and then it looks like Josh McDaniels is drunk, and it looks like the defensive coordinator is like not giving a shit and just give up big plays, and we lose these goddamn games. I had it with that shit already. And look, I'm just expressing myself how I feel. I'm tired of always having some excuse for my team. I'm tired of always saying like, "Oh, we'll be all right. We'll be all right." Nah, I just don't. It's not an exception anymore. I think this year right now, this coming up season, um, I think is the year where Josh McDaniels either makes or break this team, including Mark Davis. Like, if nothing happens this year, like, we need to be a playoff team. Like, like legit. Like, there's no bullshit of let's tank and get Caleb Williams next year. No, we have to be a playoff team. Like, you cannot tell me you are gonna be playing for a team in Las Vegas, knowing that the Super Bowl will be held in Las Vegas, and you're a professional player, and your shit is to win Super Bowls, or just a dream to make it to the Super Bowl, and it's gonna be in your home stadium. That's not gonna motivate you to make it to the Super Bowl, or at least ball out and be a playoff team. Come on, you know. So at the end of the day, look, guys, Raider fans all over the world, man. Every conversation is Jimmy Garoppolo. Every conversation is Josh McDaniels. Every conversation is Josh Jacobs. That's all we've been talking about. And we just skip the defense like that's nothing. Our defense needs to improve. We're not gonna do shit if our defense is the same as last year. That's what we should be worrying about. All right? Our offense is gonna put up points no matter what. Can't tell me Jimmy Garoppolo is gonna go over there and not put up points. The dude's a winner. Devontae Adams is not want to lose. Josh Jacobs better get his shit in order. If not, who cares? Renfro, we got Myers right there, dude. We have firepower in our offense, but we cannot just go around and skip our defense like that's not important. That's our number one priority, our defense. our defense should be our number one priority in this training camp, in this preseason, and see what is going on, if there's an improvement or not. Because if not, bro, we're gonna be shit. Honestly, our offense is gonna put up points. I know that for a fact. Our offense is gonna. I think we're gonna shut a lot of doubters, and I was one of the biggest doubters out there. But I'm leaning more into the Raiders are gonna do something this year. I just I just feel it. I think it's gonna happen, and yeah. But hey, shout out to all the subscribers here on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. I'm getting up there, man. Getting close to 500 subs already, and shout out to all the TikTok followers and Instagram. Um, that's something I just had to get out there. I'm actually out here enjoying this summer day, sipping on some coffee, and I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know how you feel about this. Obviously, everyone knows we need defense, but we have to we have to stop ignoring the fact that defense should be the number one priority for the Las Vegas Raiders. Okay, let's stop worrying so much about Jimmy Garoppolo. Let's stop worrying so much about Josh Jacobs and Josh McDaniels. That shit should just be the last thing we need to worry about. We need to worry about our defense. Raiders need to be good on defense. I'm tired of losing leads. I'm tired of our defense being shit for the last 40 years, basically. And we need to get better. All right. Max Crosby's going to bring it to the house. Chandler Jones, what are you going to do? Are you going to be better than last year? Last year, you had a couple plays and I heard that you're losing weight. Cool. But what about Tyree Wilson? Are you going to coexist with Chandler Jones and Max Crosby? Are you going to ball out? Nate Hobbs is a dog. We already know. Is he going to go out there and motivate these other players? That's what I want to see in training camp. So my number one thing I want to see is our defense. Number two, check out this kid O'Connell, this quarterback. See if he is what he said he is, right? And then number three, Josh Jacobs is my last. Honestly, I don't give a fuck anymore right now when it comes to that. Either you're gonna be a Raider or don't be a Raider, bro. But get your ass stepping, and we gotta get this quick because I'm tired of every little drama bullshit that comes around with the Raiders, and then the whole world stops and we just talk about that bullshit. So, anyways, at the end of the day, I had to get that out there. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Yeah. Some motherfucking doghouse battle.